Hello everyone, myself Chetan Kamani. I welcome you in the third lecture of Unit 2, Basics of C in the video lecture series of Basic Computer Programming hosted by Coding Chip. In the previous lecture, I have explained how to set up the environment to write and execute C program. If you have not watched it, then you are requested to watch it first, then you have to watch it this lecture. So in today's lecture, I will start the discussion from getting started with C. Then I will discuss character set of C programming language. Then I will discuss various C tokens such as keywords, identifiers and constants. So you are requested to watch this lecture till the end, and then by attending this session you will be able to define the character set of C programming language. Then you will be able to define various types of C tokens. Then you will be able to list out rules for the identifiers. Then you will be able to list out backslash character constants. Okay, so this session is more theoretical than practical, because you must have idea about the various character sets that is the theory part of C programming language. So if you are able to, if you know various C characters, C tokens, identifiers, then it would be very convenient for you to write the program, right? So let's start with our first topic, getting started with C. Communicating with a computer involves speaking the language the computer understands, which immediately eliminates the English as the language of communication with computers. However, there is a close analogy between learning English language and learning C language. So if you want to learn English, you must first know its alphabet. Then you can make words using those alphabets. Then you can combine many words to make a sentence. And when you make a sentence, you must also have an idea of grammar, and you can make a big paragraph by combining many such sentences. You can see, first of all you need to learn alphabets, then you can make words by using the alphabets, then you can make sentence by using those words of the language. And while designing a sentence, while making a sentence, preparing a sentence, you must have idea about the grammatical rules of English language, and by combining those sentences you can make paragraphs. So learning C language is similar to English language, right? There is something similar in learning a programming language. Just like you have to learn how to you have to learn or know alphabets to learn English language. To learn C programming language, you have to know its alphabets, digits, special symbols, and once you know that, you will understand more about constants, variables, keywords, and data types. And using all this, you can make a sentence, or either I can say instructions of C language. And by creating or by collecting so many instructions, or by creating uh, such statements or instructions, so many instructions, you can create an entire program. So there is a similarity between learning English language and learning C language. A programming language is designed to help process certain kinds of data consisting of numbers, characters, and strings, and provide useful output known as information. Let me show you one example, a simple program of C programming language. Yes, you can see this is the simple C program which adds two number A and B, and I have stored one value in A and number 2 in B, and after executing this statement on 7th line, it will add 1 and 2, and the result will be stored in C third variable. And After executing this program, you will get output 3. Okay, there is a problem. Okay, you can see the output, the value of C is 3. So as I told you, you must have idea about the character set. So these are the statements, different statements of C program, and by combining these statements you can make a C program, right? So what is the useful information you get after executing this program? You can add two numbers, right? So a programming language is designed to help process certain kinds of data consisting of numbers, characters and strings, and provide useful output known as information. The task of processing of data is accomplished by executing a sequence of precise instructions, right? In the program which I have just shown you, which I just show you, that it contains various statements, integer a, b, c. A is equal to 1, b is equal to 2. Then I have then I have written statement c is equal to a plus b, kind of things. And by executing that program, we get output the addition of a and b, that is 3, right? So you can see the task of processing of data complies by executing a sequence of precise instruction, which we call a program. These instructions are formed using certain symbols and words according to some rigid rules known as syntax rules. Every program instruction must conform precisely to the syntax rules of the language. Like any other language, C has its own vocabulary and grammar. So character set. The characters in C are grouped into following categories: letters, digits, special characters, white space, and trigraph characters. As you know that there are 26 alphabets in English language. Okay, you can make words by using those alphabets, just like you can make a C programming statement by using this character set. So let me show you how many. You can see C language supports characters from A to Z, uppercase A to Z, lowercase A to Z, then all digits. Then these are the special characters. Okay, then it also supports some white spaces, blank space, horizontal tab, characters written, line feed, form feed. Okay, new line. I will discuss this characters written, new line, form feed, because this words might be new for you. So I will discuss it whenever I will use it in the program. So don't worry about this. You just have to know these are the different character sets C supports: letters, digits, these are the special characters, and these are the blank spaces. Okay, so C also supports trigraph sequences. These are the trigraph sequences. This sequence is for hashtag, number sign, left bracket, right bracket, left curly bracket, right curly bracket, vertical bar, backslashes, carets, and tilde sign. So obviously you might have question in your mind that what is the use of this trigraph sequences? Is it required? It is in future if we write any program, then we will have to use it or not? No, right? So what is the reason? Various reasons exist for using this trigraphs. Keyboards may not have the keys to cover the entire character set of the language. Input of special characters may be difficult. Text editors may reserve some characters for special use, and so on. Most keyboards now come with specific keys for the character set used in C programming language, right? Nowadays most of the keyboards are available, and you can type any characters of the C programming language using that keyboard without combining this trigraph sequence. So you do not need to use at present because it was used when there was no key for the specific hashtag sign, left bracket, right bracket, left braces, right braces, vertical bar in the keyboard. It was used at that time, right? But right now we have all the specific keys in our keyboard, so we do not need to use this. But you need to be aware about this trigraph sequences. Okay, you can read more about trigraph sequences on the internet using Wikipedia. I will share the link in the description below. Then, so how many character sets of C programming language? Letters, digits, special characters, white spaces, and trigraph characters. Now we are going to discuss C tokens. So what is this C tokens? In a passage of text, individual words and punctuation marks are called tokens. Okay, I will explain this with example, don't worry. The smallest individual units of C program is known as C tokens. The smallest individual unit. Let me show you with example. Let me write one simple program has include stdio.h integer main, then printf hello world, return 0. So if you separate this program by creating individual units, this integer main, small bracket, round bracket close, this wall, this, and I forget to mention semicolon over here. This return 0 semicolon brackets. So if you separate this individual unit of C program, this individual unit is known as C tokens. You can see this special symbols, this is keyword, this is operator, this is identifier, this is keyword, this is identifier, these are the operators, this is also or either I can say special symbols, right? This is identifier, this is special symbol, this is string, this is special symbol, this is special symbol, this is also special symbol, also this is return is a keyword, this is constant, this one is special symbol, this one is also special symbol. I think you might have idea about the C tokens right now. If you do not have idea about the C tokens, or if you have any query regarding this C tokens, then you can ask in the comment section below. So if you separate all the individual units of your C program, then it falls into these categories. Either individual unit may be a keyword or identifier or constants or strings or special symbols, or it is an operator. If you separate your C program into individual units, then one particular individual unit falls one of the categories I have listed out here. Either it is a keyword, either it is identifier, either it is a constant, or strings, or special symbols, or operators. So C supports how many types of tokens? 6 types of tokens. And what is C token? The smallest individual unit of C program are known as tokens. Okay. If you have any doubts, or if you have any questions regarding this, then you can ask me in the comment section below. Now let's start with the keyword. Every C word is classified as either keyword or identifier. All keywords have fixed meaning, and these meanings cannot be changed. That means all the keywords comes with C language by default. You cannot change the meaning of that word. Keywords serve as basic building block for program statements, and all keywords must be written in lowercase. You have to remember this. So let me show you how many keywords are there. You can see the list of keywords here. These are the different keywords. Right, you can see how many keywords are there. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 4s are 32. But latest version of C language, C17, has more than 32 keywords. You can find about this from the internet. So there are 32 keywords at present, whatever C we are using right now. Okay, and all these keywords are in small letters. So this is all about keywords. Now we are going to discuss identifiers. It refers to the names of the variables, functions and arrays. Whenever user define a name, it is called an identifier. You can see in this program A, B and C, these are the identifiers. Integer is a keyword, right? Here integer is a keyword, include is a keyword, return is a keyword. Okay, whatever name that I have defined is known as identifier. Don't worry, it will be more clear when you do the program, right? These are user defined names and consist of sequences of letters and digits with a letter as first character. You cannot define any name of the identifier with the first letter as a digit. You must have to define identifier with the first letter as a character, or either you can use underscore. Both uppercase and lowercase letters are permitted, although lowercase letters are commonly used. Generally, uppercase letters are used as a constant, and lowercase letter you can generally developer use lowercase letters as non-constant, right? The underscore character is also permitted within identifiers. You can use underscore. It is usually used a link between two words in log identifiers. You just have to remember this, right? We will use this whenever we do the programming. These are the rules of identifiers. First character must be an alphabet or an underscore. Must consist of only letters, digits and underscore. Only first 31 characters are significant. Okay. Generally, you do not have to specify the name of the identifier more than 31 characters. It allows only 31 characters. Name length must be 31 characters. You cannot use keyword as an identifier. And identifier must not contain white space. So these are the 5 rules. Identifier must have alphabets, underscore or digit, and it must be starts with underscore or letters. It cannot be start with digit. Only 31 characters are significant. You cannot use a keyword as an identifier, and it must not contain white spaces. These are the 5 rules that you have to remember while declaring an identifier. Then constants. It is a fixed value that do not change during the execution of the program. There are 2 types of constant, numeric constant and character constant. Under numeric constants, further it is divided into 2 different type of constants, integer constants and real constants. Similarly, character constant divided into 2 types, single characters and string constants. So let's start with the discussion of integer constants. It refers to a sequence of digits. There are 3 types of integer: decimal, octal and hexadecimal. Decimal integers consist of set from 0 to 9, preceded by an optional sign minus or plus. 1 2 3, it is a valid integer constant. Minus 3 to 1, it is also valid. 0 6 5 4 3 2 1 plus 78, these are the valid integer constants. You have to remember this. Embedded spaces, commas and non-digit characters are not permitted between digits. That means you cannot put space here, this is invalid. You cannot use comma, this is invalid. You cannot use these non-digit characters with the integer constant, this is also invalid. These are the illegal numbers, that means invalid numbers for C programming language, or invalid integer constant for C programming language. An octal integer constant consists of any combination of digits from 0 to 7 with leading 0. Okay, if you do not have idea about octal, then you can find it from the internet. I will share the link in the description below. Octal is number system which contains digits from 0 to 7. And if you want to write any octal number in C programming language, it must be preceded with 0. It is 037. It is an octal number. 0, 0435, 055, 1. Same as for hexadecimal number. A sequence of digits preceded by 0 to 0 small x or 0 capital X is considered as hexadecimal integer. An hexadecimal integer contains 15 numbers, 0 to 9 and A to F. There may have include alphabets A to F or A through F. If you do not have idea about hexadecimal integer, then you can find it on the internet. I will share link in the description below. The letter A through F represent numbers 0 to 15. Hexadecimal 2, hexadecimal 9F, hexadecimal BCD, hexadecimal 0. Okay, these are the valid integer constant. There are three C language support 3 different integer constant: decimal, hexadecimal and octal. Mostly you will use in your program decimal constants. So that's all about integer constant. Now we are going to discuss real constants. Integer contains are inadequate. Integer constants are inadequate to represent quantities that vary continuously, such as heights, distance, temperature, price, and so on. These quantities are represented by numbers containing fractional part like 17.548. Such numbers are called real number or floating point constants. You can see this valid real constant, this is also valid, this is valid, and this is valid. These numbers are shown in decimal notation having a whole number followed by decimal point and fractional part. This whole number followed by decimal point and this fractional part. It is also possible to omit digits before the decimal point or digits after the decimal point. That is 215.0.95 minus 0.71 plus 0.5. All these are valid numbers. There is another form that you can see, it is an exponential form or scientific form to represent real constant or to express real constant. A real number may also be expressed in exponential or scientific notation. Don't worry if you do not have much idea about this, but you just have to remember this. This is called exponent, or this is called real constant, right? You just have to remember this. Don't worry about that. For example, 215.65 may be written as 2.156 small e2 in exponential notation. E square means e2 means multiply by 10 to the power of 2. You can see it is written 215.65. You can convert 2.1565 into 10 to the power of 2, and you can write this constant 2.1565 small e2, or you can write in capital with capital E also, 2.1565 capital E2, like that. This part before E is known as what? Mantissa, and this part is known as what? Exponent, right? These are the terms generally used to represent the things. The mantissa is either real number expressed in decimal notation or an integer. The exponent is an integer number with optional plus and minus or minus sign. You can see 0.65 E4, 12E minus 12E2, 1.5 E plus 5, 3.1 E capital E3 minus 1, right? The letter E separating the mantissa and the exponent can be written in either lowercase or uppercase. Since the exponent causes the decimal point to float, this notation is used to represent a real number in floating point form. Again I tell you, don't worry if you do not have idea about this. You just have to remember that this is mantissa and this is exponent. If you see this kind of form anywhere, and to represent this form you have to use float data type. I will talk about this data type in the uh, next to next lecture, right? So don't worry, you have to idea this is real constant, this is real constant, that's it. So that's all for real constant. You can see again, exponential notation is useful for representing number that are either very large or very small magnitude. You can see if this number is large, then you can represent in this form or this form, mantissa form or exponent mantissa form. You can represent this number into this form. So you have very good idea about this, that you can use this notation to represent very large number into mantissa exponent form. Now let's see single character constant. A single character constant or simply character constant contains a single character enclosed with a pair of single quote marks. You can see single quote 5, single quote x, single quote semicolon, single quote space. Here the character 5 constant is not same as the number 5. The last constant is a blank space, this one. Character constants have integer value known as ASCII value. I will share about this ASCII value. ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange, the full form of ASCII. Okay, I will share the list of the ASCII value in the form of links in the description below. Since each character constant represents an integer value, it is also possible to perform arithmetic operation on character constants. I will show you in the next lecture. It is a sequence of characters, string constant. In the previous it was character constant. Now we are going to discuss string constant. It is a sequence of characters enclosed in double quotes. The characters may be letters, numbers, special characters and blank space. This is also string constant, double quotes, 1987. It is not integer constant, it is a string constant. It is also string constant, it is also string constant, it is also string constant, it is also string constant. Anything between double quotes, enclosed in double quotes, is known as string constants. So these are some backslash character. You will have to use it very much time in the programming, right? /A, /B, /F, /N, /R, /T, /V. You can see the use of these constants. It is for audible alert, it is for black space, it is for form feed, new line, carriage return, horizontal tab, vertical tab, single quote, double quote, quotation mark, backslash and null. Don't worry about the application of these constants. You will get used to whenever you use it in your program. Generally these are used in output functions. So let me ask you some question here. You'll have to match the things. So A, B, C, D and E. Integer, real, string, character, it is single character, right? And backslash. 123.56. Hello. H 5/n. So match the followings according to the constant type of constant. Pause the video and match it and write in the comment section below. Okay. So which one is integer? Yes, A2 5. This one is integer. This is real. This is string. This is character, and this is backslash constant. So that's all for this. This is a book from which I have taken references for this lecture. So that's all about this lecture. Thank you for watching this video lecture. If you have any doubts or any queries or any suggestions, then write in the comment section below. And yeah, don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel. Do hit the bell icon to get the instant notification for the next video lecture of the series. Once again, thank you so much. Thank you.